Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Raven's Readings. Here are two more of my own stories. I do like writing to a variety of challenges, and I've done over 100 of these stories so far. You can read them via my website at ravensview.ca. I'll be doing these on Fridays, and some of the Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland on Tuesdays. For the first story, from 2012, the prompt was to write about a terrible lie. A terrible lie. John woke at first light, eager for the annual quest. He dressed quietly so as to not wake his brother, who would insist on joining in. Several years ago, he had introduced Robert to the mysteries of the search, and they had hunted together for the treasure, eagerly gathering every discovery. It was fun at first, but John preferred to hunt alone now, to ferret out each hiding place, keeping more for himself. He'd grown tired of his brother always following him around, always slowing him down, and having to share the treasure with him. This year he'd told Robert that there was even more hidden on the rooftops, and he could have everything he found up there. He felt a little bad about the deception, because he knew Robert was deathly afraid of heights, so he wouldn't go, but would just pout about things he couldn't have. John crept along the upper passageway in the dim morning light, staying to the side to avoid any creaking boards. There, behind a vase, there, under a chair, there, a cupboard door slightly open. The search was getting easier lately as he gained experience. It had lost its mystique last year when he discovered the truth behind it, that there were no magical creatures involved, just his parents, but he still followed the quest. He caught a sudden movement in the corner of his eye and jumped, but it was just the cat. He crept down the stairway toward the kitchen, always a rich source of treasures. He could hear movement upstairs. Robert was out on the prowl too. Was he on the roof? 4 floors up? Well, the stupid kid won't find anything there, and maybe next year he won't be such a pest. John entered the kitchen, saw a figure sitting in the shadows. Hello? He said. Hi, son. Sorry, I woke up early, so came down to wait for you and your brother. Where is Robert? Did you leave any eggs for him? There's a sharp but faint cry outside, a pause, and then a dull thump on the front walkway. The end. Well, this was not a huge lie, but it might have terrible consequences. The second story, from 2012, also, focuses on death and a bit of romance. Why not? Death is on the table. Just let me die, said Red. Oh, never again. You say that every time, said the witch. Here, drink this. It'll make the pain stop. Red sipped on the drink, vile tasting, hot, and just a bit slimy. She sighed with relief as the headache faded. That helped, thanks, she said. If the magic in the stories heals our wounds and even brings us back to life, why can't it cure a freaking hangover? God, what a party. It had started with just a trip into town with some of the others, including Snow, for some shopping, and then dinner. Well, dinner turned out to be Mexican, which of course meant margaritas. Then the karaoke bar, and then shooters, and then nothing. Did you hear about the Grimms wanting us back for more stories? Said the witch. No more of this retirement crap. We heard at the bar, said Red, but I can't face that life again. It was too frustrating. I've had it. I'm tired of living. Yes, retirement has been boring, but back to work will be the same old, same old. We do a story, we run, we fight, we laugh, we cry, we die. This fairy tale life is too tame, too safe. There's no risk, no passion, no sex. They all played several roles, but her specialty was herself. Naive, vulnerable, helpless, saved at the end by some strong, silent type, with maybe a brotherly hug before the curtain came down. Almost 300 years old, still a virgin. The witch reached over and pushed her sleeve up. And what's this? She asked. This can't be from a story. It looks fresh. Are you cutting again? Red pulled her sleeve down. I like the pain, she said. It's something different, something I can control, and it distracts me for a while anyway. But I need a way to stop all this for good. Oh, sweetie, we're already worried about you, said the witch. Your wild party moods, drinking into a coma, then depression and crying, and now you're cutting again. Are you still seeing that therapist? Does he have you on any meds? They don't help, said Red. They just dull everything for a while, and then reality is back. I don't want it back. I just want it to end forever. Just mix something up for me to do that, and I'm serious. The witch frowned. I'm not sure if my potions are strong enough to overcome the magic, but anyway, you're a friend. I won't do that. If you're a friend, you have to do it, said Red. I can't stand suffering through living for another day. Just help me to end it all and find some peace, please, or I'll talk to one of the other witches. The witch looked at her sadly. How about if I make you a different sort of potion? Another one of your happy pills? No thanks, said Red. That was even a worse feeling, bouncing and bubbling around like an idiot. Not that, said the witch. I was thinking of a way to work on your loneliness, your frustrations. We need to find a special someone for you to appreciate who you are, and you can give them a potion. So now I need to drug people to like me? Oh, no, said the witch, nothing too strong. Just a nudge to get them to notice you, to realize that when you're not pushing yourself into a drunken coma or a manic panic, you're a nice person. Maybe it will develop into something more. Okay, but no dwarfs, said Red. Snow can keep them all. I'm sure she wouldn't mind sharing, said the witch, but I hear hers are kind of boring. They're always talking about work. And someone like Woodcutter, he's too nice. He puts women up on a pedestal. No, I think what you need right now is a bad boy. And there's one I've seen you watching. Our wolf, Romulus. Rom, said Red. Well, I wish. But he hardly knows I exist. She'd often admired the wolf as he loped through his character's parts, leaping around, stirring up everyone's blood, leering at them with that toothy grin and those bushy eyebrows, his hot breath panting on their neck as they grasped at his thick bushy fur, feeling his hard muscles under them as he tensed for the attack. Red, you okay? You look all flushed, said the witch. Oh, sorry, said Red. Okay, let's try it. We'll just use a bit, said the witch. He's been a little too wild lately, chasing everything in his skirt. Not that some of us haven't minded, but it's affecting his work. He needs to settle down a bit and focus. Focus? Okay, I'll focus him, said Red. Where's the potion? Here, this is one of my favorites. Be careful. Just 5 drops in his drink for 5 nights. The magic will start. Thanks, said Red. I'll go find him now. She gave her friend a big hug and then hurried off. She could hardly wait to find her prey. But 5 nights? No way. The witch was always too cautious with these things, never taking risks. He was getting it all at once. The end. Well, no death for Red, I assume. Well, except maybe La Petite Mort. Maybe a lot of it. Stay tuned for more podcasts, either my own stories on Fridays or some of the classics on Tuesdays. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll get the next installment as soon as it's ready. If you enjoy this reading or have other stories you'd like to hear, leave me a comment. And do check out my other posts on my Substack at ravensview.substack.com. Ta-ta for now.